Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but we're back because I have something really important that I need to talk to you about. We live in the Midwest. It is the first week of December, and even though it's been unseasonably warm, we have to get ready for the inevitable, and that is one winter storm after another. So today we're going to talk about ice melt, and we're going to do a little bit of myth busting surrounding how you use your ice melt, and in the end, this is going to save you time, money, and it's going to make your buildings a lot safer this winter. Let's dive right in. Myth number one. When it comes to ice melt, more is better. Not true. You have to follow the instructions, which is why we have these instructional sheets so that you're not wasting a bunch of ice melt and essentially wasting money by overusing your product. Using more ice melt will not melt the ice any faster because that's counterintuitive to how the ice melt actually works, which we'll learn about in a second. So, for every square yard of ice that you have, you only need about 1/4 or 1/2 cup of ice melt. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but in a second you'll find out why it works that way. So follow your instruction labels and you'll be just fine. Myth number two. Ice melt is just salt that melts the ice. No. No, 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 no. No. In order to understand how ice melt actually works, we have to understand that it's actually a scientific formulation, and the formula and the ice pellets work hand in hand. And so, in order to demonstrate this for you, I stopped at my secret lab, the freezer in the break room, and got myself a little bit of ice melt so I can demonstrate this for you. So ice melt is actually more than just ice pellets. It's a chemical compound, and together the ice pellets and the chemical compound work together, and they are activated by contact with water. So what I'm going to do is I've got just a little sheet of ice here, so I'm going to sprinkle some of this on here. We're going to let it marinate for just a moment. What you'll see is you'll see the ice pellets and this chemical compound that are working together hand in hand. They burrow down through the ice, and when they do that, they release a brine. And so what that brine does, you've got your layer of ice, you've got the salt and the ice compound that's burrowed down through, and then they release this brine. And what that brine does is it helps separate the ice from the concrete. And so what you'll see here in a little bit, if we look underneath of it, is we'll be able to demonstrate what that brine looks like. And so the point of the ice melt is that once it is detached from the concrete, it makes it easier to scoop away. So I'm sorry if you were feeling lazy and if you just wanted to rely on your ice melt to melt it all away for you. That's not how it works. So what you see here in my Pan O Science is if you look closely, the ice has separated from the pan itself, which is going to make it super easy for me to go like that and scoop it away. You'll also see underneath there's like a blue liquid that's starting to collect, and that's the brine that we're talking about. That's the liquid that this chemical compound is creating that's allowing the ice to separate from the concrete, making it super easy for you to scoop it away. Myth number three. I can use my ice melt year after year. No, not true. We learned earlier that it's the moisture in the ice that activates this chemical compound. And so what happens if we have a super hot, humid Midwest summer with a lot of moisture in the air? Well, that chemical compound is going to activate in the bag instead of on your sidewalks and your front steps. So practice smart buying, buy what you need for this year so that you don't have to store any over the summer, and you'll be good to go. So there you have it. If you need further clarity on how to use your products, or if you need help picking what kind of ice melt is best for you and your needs this winter, we would love to help you out. So give us a call or stop in store, and we'll take you through the different varieties of ice melt that we have, teach you how to use them to make sure that it's working in the most efficient way possible for you. We'll see you this winter.